Hi, loudspeaker, possibly going back to the 1950s or thereabouts. In those days, people that had the old valve radios would often run a pair of wires into, say, the kitchen or a bedroom and run what was called an extension speaker. This is an example of such a speaker that might have been used. I'll show the back of it. There's the carton, there's the back. Rather interesting because they're more intricate in those days. I'll put a light on and see if we can get this. I don't know whether it's going to show it up that well, but this gives you all the optimum connections of the valve load or the tube load into the speaker itself. Push, pull and clasp the outputs. Connect valve plates. Oh no, not again. Not again. I do apologise. You just want to get in on all these videos, don't you? It's manufactured by a company called Allan Radio Limited, and they were up at Batley in Yorkshire. It's called a Bafflette Junior. It's high impedance. High impedance coming down here. High impedance refers to the resistance of the coil. Registered design number. We've got a number there as well. Let me just let this pussycat jump down. Come on, there you go. Good girl. Come on, there you go. I know. And that's the back. For its age, not in bad nick, I would say. But as you can see, in those days, it wasn't just a case of plugging in an extension lead to the back of your set. You had to match it up with the valve outputs to get the optimum condition. Well, let's turn it around and have a little look inside. And what you'd expect to find is one very well made cast loudspeaker. And I'm not going to be... See, she wants to join in again. There's the back of it, the drive unit. In there will be a magnet. Once again the name, Allan. With a pussycat trying to get in at every minute. Underneath you've got a matching transformer which comes out on these little sockets at the back, and it's these are sockets you choose and select which one matches best to the loudspeaker. Added to that, before the leads come out of the transformer and go through a variable potential, well, it's not a potentiometer, it's the old multi-contact wafer switch which you can switch around, and if you can see very carefully, there's resistance wires. They look like sort of heating element wires. I do apologise, I'm not having very much luck with this camera today, but between each set of contacts you've got resistance wire coiled up. So between that and your transformer, in fact what they've done, looking at it, I don't quite know what they have done, to be quite honest, but anyhow it's complete matching, so you get the best match from your radio receiver to the speaker. There's the speaker itself, that's the cone, the black part's the cone which is made of paper. There's your lead-in wires. 2 wires lead in, they connect to the cone itself for strength, and then from there they go into a winding which is actually on the cone itself, which is a coil. It's called a moving coil, and that part is between the poles of the magnet. You've got like a cylindrical part that goes into the cone. The cone's the black part, and that's the part that vibrates to give you your sound. And as it's energized, it obviously acts with the permanent magnet to move in and out, and that produces your sound. Your magnet, as I said, is built in there. In fact, that might even be the magnet you see round the edge. A lot of these use them like that. Some use horseshoe magnets. Modern speakers are probably, well, they're basically the same construction, but they might use a different type of magnet. They might use an Alnico magnet, which are very powerful. It's a nice cast, I don't know, it's aluminium frame, but it's cast. They're well made. It's well, a collector's item. It's one I picked up. I haven't tried it yet. It might work, it may not. To test the speaker if it works, get something like a 1.5 volt cell, battery cell, only 1.5 volts, or an ohm meter, and just click across the terminals. If it goes click, you know you've got continuity. It should work then, but unfortunately sometimes the cones become offset, so as they're going in and out, they actually rub on the sides of the pole face, which makes a crackling sound. But anyhow, it's 1950s, and which I picked up very recently. Probably cost me a lot of money, a couple of quid. But anyhow, it's a nice little speaker, and it's one that I'm going to put on to my communications receiver, that Lafayette that I've got. I haven't done it yet, but hopefully we'll do soon. Anyhow, that's all the videos for this time. Once again, thanks for looking. Hope I haven't bored you to sleep. Any comments please make. Excuse me, I've still got this cough. And we'll end by showing you one lazy pussycat, one very lazy pussycat, and a very sport pussycat as well. I know, you're lovely, aren't you, eh? One that loves her belly being rubbed. Yeah, loves her belly being rubbed. Gets the claws out, but she's never bitten me or clawed me. It's a beautiful cat. Her sister's in the other room, as you can see. Absolutely spot, aren't you, eh? Yeah, you're beautiful. Anyhow, once again, thanks for watching, and we'll put some more videos up some other time. Thanks again. Thank you.